Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Good Wednesday evening, race fans. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network, the Dirt Racing Network, and live coverage of the Midwest Truck Series presented by SecureALift Boat Lift Restraint Systems. Championship night. Phoenix International Raceway. Under the lights, we're going to put some big hardware in somebody's hands at the end of the evening. 25 drivers here for the season finale. Right now, the 30 truck of Justin Durand has a 21-point lead over Brian McAvoy, 33 points over Adam Vinny, Brock Bigelow 43 points back, and Derek Bacorn is 44 points back. That's your top five. No top five invert tonight. Dash for cash after qualifying. Those drivers will be drawn. But the drivers will be able to start heads up this evening. Good evening, Bill. No, Tiny Dancer, you have an invite setting and waiting for you, sir. Watching some different drivers make their way around. We're watching Justin Durand here because he is the championship leader. There is one of your other championship contenders right there. A lot is going to have to happen for this thing to sway anyone's way but Durand's. And I did not sit down and do all the math, but I think if he finishes the race in the top 10, it's pretty much foregone conclusion that it's going to be his. The guy somebody can pick up a point by, stealing the pole. But it's still nearly 25 points, and that is a lot to make up. McAvoy, the closest of all of those, and I'm looking for his name. I see Baycorn, I see Vinny. I do not see Mr. McAvoy in this server at the moment. So I wonder where he's going. Hello, Jennifer. Tricky little track. They cross that start-finish line, that dog leg down there. The apron after the start-finish line is wide open. Drivers can cut across it. They risk all the bumps that are down there, and then they risk not being able to get back up on the track because of traffic just above that yellow line. So we'll see how that plays out tonight. We're just about down to it for qualifying here. It's a little slick, it looks like, coming out of turn 2 tonight. Frankie Chavez making it into the server last second. I am not seeing second in points, so now it's a 33-point gap all the way back to Adam Vinny. That is a ton of points to make up in one single race in this series. So it could just be a victory lap for Durand tonight. We'll see where he qualifies in. He's been pretty quick over the course of the season in qualifying. You put him out in front, and everybody else is chasing. So we'll just have to see. We're waiting for server to flick over. Go to qualifying. We'll try to watch a few of these guys. Guys, hello, Gene. Say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. You got a favorite driver, shout them out. If you just want to be obnoxious in the chat, as long as you keep it family friendly, well, I might banter back with you, depending on where we go with it. Brad Ebel rolling out. 56 rig. That truck normally is white tonight. It is black under the lights, so. Here's Todd Cleek, the 45. He's already on the racetrack. Brandon Mackey. And the 8 truck of Michael Everett. Everybody rolling around. Getting their up-to-speed laps going. You had trouble? Well, it's got to be something with Facebook then, because YouTube and Twitch seem to be fine. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. Maybe they're going to kick me off Facebook. I really don't care. I would go to just doing YouTube alone. Kevin Spaulding was quick for a moment, but then Brandon Maggie, 27-29, grabs the top spot. Let's go see what Mr. Greg Smith has. He goes second quick. Oh, that was close. 29-34 for him. We're waiting to see where some of our other drivers are. Adam Vinny is on track right now. I am looking for Father Time. Reed Rundle's out there as well. Still Mackey up top. 27-29. He put down a heater. Here comes Vinny. Cuts it across the dog leg, and he goes to the top at 29-17. Is he one and done? Justin Durand on his get-up-to-speed lap here. So Vinny Mackey, Rundle times in 8th quick. That is a 27:50. Don Jordan, Kyle Gomez is on track. We'll watch Justin Durand here. Saw him get pretty loose a couple of times out of that turn 2 area. He did not on his first attempt at qualifying. This time by He'll go. Quick time, 27:08. He is one and done. So Durand and Vinny go 1-2. Those are going to be two of the drivers that are battling for the points. We'll see what happens if it starts to open up a little bit, because no 79 truck tonight, sadly enough. Like to see those guys that are up there in the top 5 all here to battle it out. See, where did Bacorn time himself in here at? I'm looking. And he did not take time. So the 47 truck electing to go to the back. Gomez stays 20th quick. Corey Blevins in the 24 and no qualifying, I don't think, as this thing's about to wrap up here. I know, was it last night? Yeah, I think it was last night. Somebody said they had trouble with Facebook. I don't know what would be going on with Facebook. Don Jordan is making a second lap here. Let's see what Mr. Jordan is doing. His first lap, 22nd quick. And he is about almost 2 seconds off the pace. We'll see if he picks it up a little bit here. It was 1.8, and it stays at 1.85 seconds. So it looks like Durand is going to pick up the bonus point, and that is pretty much the stranglehold at the top. He'll have a 34-point lead when we take the green flag to kick off championship night. Start up front. I said it a few minutes ago. Everyone else may be racing for second. You let this guy, he's fast. You let him get up there, and he is liable to hold on to that thing like a dog holding on to a meaty bone. So let's get ready to look at our starting lineup. And for the final race in season number 6, we will line them up like this. The 30 of Justin Durand via 27.083-second qualifying effort will start on the pole. Adam Vinny in the 64 will start to his outside. Then Brandon Mackey, the 99, and Reed Rundle, Father Time with a good qualifying effort. He'll start inside the top 5 tonight in the 43 truck. Greg Smith in the 60, Kevin Spaulding, the 25, make up row number 3. Our fourth row is the 27. You're defending an outgoing series champion, Brock Bigelow. Inside, Stephen Pearson, the 83, on the outside of that row. Then Todd Kleek in the 45 and Coy Callis in the 2 make up our 5th row. Todd Keir in the 88, Harley Barletta, the 81, inside and out in row number 6. Jonathan Scott in the 51, Cody Smith, the 33. They are row number 7. And right behind them, the 56 of Brad Ebel and the 707 of Chris Gaxel. Row number 9. The 19 of Russell Harold inside. Frank Ranger, the 17, on the outside of that row. It's Frank Chavez in the 23. Kyle Gomez, the 55, in row 10. Row 11 is the 8 of Michael Everett. And Don Jordan in the 28. Derek Bacorn, the 47, inside of row number 12, next to Corey Blevins. Blevins in the 25, or the 24 truck, sorry. Starting P24. And then Ryan Camba, the 204, and Travis Downing in the 18 on our final row. Sorry, guys, I am looking for something here. So, all right. Got what we needed? Well, let's get a look. They are going to extend the pace lap. One more lap here. 25 trucks. Don Jordan. He just missed a start. Yeah, he's going to start from pit road, it looks like. So now the lights will go off on the pace car the next time around. That pace car will duck off at the end of turn 2. And the boys will slowly make their way up the backstretch and into turn 3, and we will get the green flag about the middle of that corner. 100 laps to close out the season. Slow and steady. As we get ready to drop the green flag and round out a season number 6. 2 guys that have the best shot at winning the title up front to start this thing. And the green flag is in the air. We are underway. The Midwest Truck Series presented by SecureALift Boat Lift Restraint Systems. And Durand will grab the point. He'll go wide in turn 3. Truck sliding behind Mackey. Mackey's going to get it back under control. Battle at the front. A caution. As Mackey does end up crashing here, I think. I think he might have hit pit road. Truck just gets away with him right there. Oh, no, he overcorrected and brought it back. Man, he's lucky he didn't get polished off right there. That would have been terrible to not even make a full lap. Especially on the season finale. So Vinny had the lead when the caution fell. Durand was making a run back up the outside. He just didn't get there. And Adam Vinny will stay on the point for the next restart. Durand, Rundle, Smith, Bigelow, Cleek, Spalding, Callis, Barletta, and Keir will be the top 10 when we go back to green. And it looks like it's a very, very loose down in turn 2 for all these drivers. I will remind everybody that next week, on Monday and Tuesday, tune in. Some of the best racing you're going to see anywhere. Digital Sim Racing League and their truck series, and then they turn around and have their O'Reilly series on Tuesday nights. Nothing going on here next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, on the 10th, I think that's right, there will be a special race with the Midwest Truck Series guys. Don Jordan just now rolling off pit road. He must have went in and topped off with fuel. He has not lost a lap. That caution kept him on the lead lap as he started from the pits. And when you do that, what happens is they drop the green flag and there's a 18-second countdown before it releases you. And then you have to go through however many stalls you have to on pit road at pit road speed, the length of pit road basically. And usually guys end up a lap down, especially at a track like this. So lights off on our pace car. Everybody's going to get doubled up, back in line. We're going to get ready to restart this thing. Pace car will duck off right here. He'll head down that long, slow pit road. And now we'll get ready to see it restart with the front row flip-flopped. Vinny on the inside, Durand on the outside. And the green flag back in the air. Adam Vinny got a pretty good start that time. See, he takes it off into turn two, I'm sorry. Side by side, Rundle and Durand. And that's Brock Bigelow. A little bit of a different scheme there on that 27 truck here tonight for championship night. He'll cut the dog leg. And he's got fourth for the moment, but Smith is going to fight right on back on the outside right there. That's Harley Barletta on the outside of Todd Cleek, and Barletta falls in line. The side-by-side battle still. Now it's a three-wide battle. Bigelow in the middle between Smith and Cleek. Todd Cleek asserted a little authority right there, and he took the spot away. Barletta crossed in behind, and now he's trying to take a spot away from the 27 of Bigelow, and he'll cut to the dog leg, and he'll have it at least for the moment. He got all the way alongside Todd Cleek right there. But the momentum getting into turn two helped Cleek retain that fifth position. Now Bigelow is in a battle. I'm sorry, that's not Bigelow. That's Coy Callis behind Bigelow. Is in a battle side by side with Jonathan Scott. Mackey is back up to 18th, restarted about 25th. He's already picked up a few spots, and he's starting to work his way back through the field. He's got Michael Everett in front of him. Vinny Rundle, Durand, 1, 2, 3 up front, and it's pretty even spacing between the three. Fairly the same spacing between Durand and Smith, and then it is about double that. Back to the side-by-side battle that's once again forming up between Harley Barletta and Todd Cleek. This time Barletta zips right by in turn three. Let's check in back here, kind of a hornet's nest. Stephen Pearson at the front of it. Keir behind that next to Callis, and there's Corey Blevins in the 24. Chris Gaxel and Kyle Gomez right behind. You can see in the back, that was Brandon Mackey up to 17th now. Side by side, Callis and Keir, and now three wide, and there's a little bit of door-to-door contact, and that put Blevins down on the apron, and he's going to have to wait for the truck, and he'll fall behind him. He had a big run off the dog leg. Callis takes the spot away, put him 12th, Keir 13th. Reed Rundle is closing in on your leader. The 43 reeling the 64 in. Cut the gap in half, but he's dragging the 30 of Justin Durand with him. Both drivers right out to the outside wall and took a little paint off of that blue concrete. Greg Smith all by himself there in fourth. He's got a pretty healthy gap in front and behind. Harley Barletta now trying to reel him in. He's 3 seconds off the lead. Todd Cleek having a little problem keeping that 45 truck low in turn three. He is right through the middle every time, and that's letting Brock Bigelow run him back down. Kevin Spaulding still 8. Jonathan Scott tight behind him, and then Cody Smith in the 33 rounding the top 10 out. Back to the front, it's still quarter second. Your top 2. Last season. The top 3 kind of in lockstep. About 0.6 of a second from first to third. And they're staying pretty locked in with one another. Reed Rundle trying to narrow the truck up just a bit on the right rear corner, see if he can get it a little bit faster, make it slide through the air a little more. I think that's the exact opposite of what it will do if you bend that right rear corner, but gotta let him give it a shot. He's clipped the wall about 3 times now. Hey, there's the Troxels. How's the baby? Is he listening? I hope so. $18 laps already in the book. Adam Vinny has led every single one of them thus far. Greg Smith has opened up a pretty good gap on Harley Barletta. It is about 1.6 seconds. Barletta has opened up a pretty good gap on Brock Bigelow. It's about a second, 1.1 seconds right now. And Cody Smith is up 2/7, and here comes Corey Blevins in 8th. Jonathan Scott and Kevin Spaulding battling for 9th and 10th side by side, and that's letting Stephen Pearson in 11th, the 83 truck, close in on this fight. Go Brock. All right, we got it. We know the Troxels cheer for the 27. Adam Vinny out front, and he's starting to squeeze away from Reed Rundle just a little. He's opened it up about a 10th, maybe just a little more over the last 3-4 laps. So he is starting to very slowly ease his way away from the 43, and the 43 has opened up a little bit of a gap on the 30. We're used to seeing these guys try to save a little, be good on the end of the run instead of the beginning, and that might be exactly what's happening here with the 30 and the 60, but Smith is creeping. He's picking up a 0.5 every lap on the 30 of Durand. These 4 major breakaway. They have gotten out by quite a bit on Barletta. Barletta now 4 seconds off the lead. So we got trucks strung all the way around here. Don Jordan, as he works around and through turn number 2, and we'll drop right here, and we'll see that Adam Vinny and company are in that same turn. They're just at the beginning when the other guys at the end. It's one straightaway, the backstretch between 26th place Jordan and the leaders. Frank Ranger is right in front of Don Jordan. Looks like he got a little loose coming out of turn 3 right there. He'll lose some momentum. This is 24th place. That's the 18 of Travis Downing. Then 23rd, Russell Harrell, 22nd. Bacorn in the 47, the safety truck. It's the Line-X truck. And then Brad Ebel in the 56, Ryan Kamba right in front of that in the 204. Looks like Kamba might have had a little right front damage. I'm not sure. It was just a weird shadow on the right front of that truck. It looks like he's okay. 19th, Michael Everett in the 8. Frank Chavez in 18th. Kyle Gomez As we start to get in a little bit heavier traffic, Gomez 17th. Gaxel 16th. 15th is Callis. Cleek was up front and now has started to fall back. He's all the way back to 14th. Kier, that's your 13th place truck. And then Brandon Mackey up to 12th after the lap 1 spin. Restarted 25th, and now 27 laps in, he is halfway through the field. He's up to 12. Stephen Pearson's right in front of him, and then that battle between Jonathan Scott and Kevin Spaulding still going on. That's 10th and 9th. Cody Smith all by himself in 8th. Then Corey Blevins has reeled in the 27. He's up to the back bumper of Brock Bigelow. Blevins 7th, Bigelow 6th. Barletta's a little ways in front of them in 5th, and then it's a little ways up there. And by a little ways, it's 2.8 seconds to Greg Smith in 4th. And then Durand, Arundel, and Vinny out front. You could see Vinny was coming off of turn 2. And Don Jordan was just at the other end of that straightaway. Lap times have slowed about 0.8 of a second here. Actually, about 1.2 seconds, I guess. Get into your rhythm. Find how smooth you can be, and usually it starts to come around here. A lap 1 spin, and we have done about 26 or 7 straight laps with not even contact between trucks. Durand had a moment where he thought he might cut the dog leg and get alongside the 43. We've completed 30 of the 100 scheduled. And now Durand does cut the dog leg, and he'll be side by side with Rundle coming through turn 2. He'll stay close, but not quite up to that quarter panel as he gets it down into turn 3. Shortest way around that corner, right by the yellow line. That time Rundle brushed the fence, and that may be what Durand needed to clear him. You know, get down and lay on that right-hand door. Durand gets into the corner good here. Les Rundle can lay right on that door again. Durand may have an advantage. We'll see when they come out. Cross the dog leg real short. And they're going to be side by side once again, getting into turn 2. This time Durand is going to put the right rear corner in front of the nose of the 33. And he will finally complete that pass. He set that up, and it took 2 more laps after the setup to execute. And the Rundle's going to go right back at him on the inside. And Rundle didn't keep it all the way to the bottom. There was a tiny bit of contact there. This time, Durand off the high side. I think Rundle had to pedal the truck just to hang on, and that allowed Greg Smith to catch up to both of these guys. And now the 60 truck is going to battle for third, door to door with the 43. A little loose out of turn 2. And he's going to have to do that multi-lap attempt to pass. Durand clear, but he's 2 seconds behind Vinny after the battle with Rundle. Greg Smith unable to complete the pass, and he'll stay 4th. Barletta's still 5th, and now Bigelow and Blevins are starting to dance. 6th and 7th. Blevins with the shortcut of the dog leg, and it gets him right to the bumper of the 27 truck. Cody Smith comfortably in 8th. He's got a lot of space in front and behind. Kevin Spaulding dispatched Jonathan Scott, and Brandon Mackey got around him as well. So Mackey now in the top 10. A lot of work to do. Mackey 11 seconds behind the leader. Justin Durand got around Reed Rundle, and he has started to close the gap. He's got it down to 1.3 seconds already. Back bumper of Frank Ranger in the 17, and he'll go right through the middle of turn 2. 1.3 seconds, the gap. There goes Reed Rundle to the inside of Frank Ranger. Still 24 trucks on the lead lap, but Travis Downing not that far in front of your leader. About half the back stretch. It's equivalent to about 2.25 seconds. Vinny out front, but the gap is slowly shrinking. Durand finally able to clear into some clean air into second. And he is very, very slowly chopping it down. About the same lap time the previous lap. We'll see if he's quicker this lap. And about a half a tenth quicker. So it's going to come down. It's just going to be slow the remainder of the run if he's going to continue to chop away at it. But now he can see Vinny. He's got it down to under 1.2 seconds, 1.1 second now. And he's got about 1.4 seconds on Rundle behind him. So a little clean air in front. No pressure from behind. And he just keeps chopping away at it. Brock Bigelow and Harley Barletta now. As Blevins and Bigelow were starting to dance, now Bigelow's starting to pick the pace up. He gets around Barletta, and he's starting to get away from Blevins. This is 5th, 6th, and 7th. That time a little bit of a slide, and he finds a little bit of concrete on the outside of the front stretch. The gap shrinking at the front. It is under 0.9 of a second now. When Durand cleared Rundle, it was about 2.1. Now it's back out to about a second. Yeah, it's capping down again. He's chopping away. It's just a slow chop. Blevins is going to try to take a peek at Barletta here. He's just not able to get to that quarter panel and force force Barletta to get up off that line. Bigelow, Blevins, Barletta. There's too many B's in a row right here. That time Barletta a little loose off the exit. And Blevins is worrying the bumper. Russell Harold already on pit road. I saw a truck slow on the apron, and I missed the number. Might have been Frank Ranger. Cody Smith pulls off the racetrack and on the pit road, and now it's a half second at the front. How long before these two pit? Durand is chopping away at the gap. Reed Rundle is 2.6 seconds behind this battle. And then it's another 1.2 seconds to Greg Smith. That looks like Travis Downing. Downing had just come off pit road. He's going to have fresher tires. We got to go back to the front because it is now 0.3 of a second. And we are just about to pit stops for these guys. Sure, they both want to extend it until the last drop of fuel. And we're going to be halfway already. This time Durand closes it down to about a truck length. He is so good in turn 3. In here, he'll roll. He loses about a truck length, but when we get down to turn 3, he's going to go right to the bottom, and he just closes right up to Vinny. Vinny, now, seen that in the mirror the last lap, and he'll go to the bottom. And Durand still closed the gap. We know they're going to pit in the next 2 to 4 laps. Well, what will the order be when they dive it in? .52 about to be on the board. Durand ducks it off the pit road. He may be trying to undercut Vinny. I think Vinny's going to have to come in this time. We'll watch. He stayed right on his bumper and at the last second ducked off out of turn 2. And Vinny can't wait. He's got to come in as well. So where is Durand? Rolling out. No, he's still rolling into his pit stall, but he's got the first one. So we'll see what kind of an exchange we get here. Durand already took off. We'll see where they come out. Stayed all the way to the inside of pit lane going around that time. Reed Rundle, your new leader. He's got an 8-second lead over Brandon Mackey, who's now second. And Rundle's just rolling. Justin Durand. And I can tell you, I saw him pass him, and there's Adam Vinny right behind. So it's about 1 second. Durand in and out. And Rundle peels it off and goes to pit road. That'll put Mackey now the leader. Lap 1 spinner. Now out in front. And he'll be coming to pit road here pretty quickly. He pitted and top fuel, I think, on that caution. So a couple of more laps, and we'll see him head to pit road. Kevin Spaulding second. Baycorn, Gomez, Callis, Cleek, Kamba, Ebel through 8th, and then your leaders from before as Callis and Ebel drop off, Durand and Vinny. as they have gotten around Mackey and company. And there is Durand, and here comes Vinny. And the gap is 1.4 seconds now. As Mackey still out on the racetrack. We'll see if he ducks off this time. And he does not look like he is going to. So he's going to keep it going. Bigelow, 9th, but a lap down now will unlap himself as he's already been on and off pit road. And Reed Rundle should be coming up right behind that, and he is. Kyle Gomez heads for pit road. Mackey still out front. Rundle gets around him, and now we put 9 back on there as well, coming up behind Mackey. That's the 18 of Downing. Downing's a couple laps down. So let's go back here. Justin Durand now up to 4th. Adam Vinny's 5th. He gets around Cleek right there. And it's back down to 1.1 seconds. There's 40 laps remaining in this thing. Mackey's still on the racetrack. He'll pass Jordan on the outside. Where is Corey? Corey Blevins is right there. 3 wide coming down the backstretch, and he's going to try to unlap himself when Blevins gets around Mackey. And he'll do that coming out of turn 3 back to the finish line. And now we have 10 trucks back on the lead lap. Harley Barletta will be the next, and I do not. There he is, way back there at the end of the straightaway. Let's go to the 4th place and 5th place. And it's about 9/10 of a second. And they are about 16 seconds behind the leader at this point, but they've already been to pit road. Probably the only stop for the night. And Durand is trying to make it a victory lap. As Mackey ducks off, and that puts Kevin Spaulding out in front. And now it's 7.5 seconds to Durand and Vinny. Mackey in his pit stall. Tires already going on. We'll see where he times out at. Back into the fray. He stayed out a long time on old tires, but he'll have good tires at the end, and he might be able to make some moves. He was about 10th when he inherited the lead, and everybody started pitting. Caution! Coy Callis is going to have a problem, folks. See if he gets help. He's right around Kyle Gomez right there. Oh, yeah, he got brushed the fence, slid down, and there was a car inside. Well, that'll fix some things up for everybody. Kim Spaulding going to catch a big break here. He's going to be able to pit. And not have to worry about Durand and company getting around him. They were 2nd and 3rd, but they were about 7 seconds behind him when this caution popped out. He'll duck off and head for pit road. Do the leaders follow? Durand does follow. That's Frank Ranger in the 17. A lot of damage on the right front of that car. Bigelow came in as well. Rundle. I think Corey Blevins is still on the racetrack. Yeah, he's going to take over the lead. So we'll watch these two because they're going to pit nose to tail here. Oh, a little mistake for Duran. That may take him out of the lead. Vinny only taking right side tires, drops off the jack, and he'll roll away. And he will get to the line first. At least that's how it looked to me. Durand will come out behind, then Rundle, Bigelow. Barletta's just now coming out. Pearson got out in front of him. So Blevins has the lead. Going to be about 32, 33 laps when we take the green. Jonathan Scott, Cody Smith, Kevin Spaulding, then Vinny and Duran side by side in that third row for a restart. That's Todd Keir. He's 12th, and he's 1 lap down. He'll take away around. So does Michael Everett. So will Chris Gaxel, as we'll grab a few more trucks and put them on the lead lap. About 13 now will be on the lead lap. Anna, are you having trouble with the stream? Somebody reported that Facebook was having a problem. All right, Blevins and Scott will get us restarted. 33 laps remaining. It is a weird situation back here. Yeah, where are you going to extend the caution? Good call by race control to extend the caution. A lot of drivers were out of order. Hey, Gramps, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do. How you doing?
All right, man, restarting here. I'm going to do this real fast. You're restarting inside the 4th row right there. 43 trucks looked pretty good all night. What's it going to take to steal a victory to close the season out here?
Yeah, stay smooth and stay out of trouble. With these guys up here on a little older tires, it's going to be a little touchy here for at least the first couple laps until we get it straightened out.
All right, man. Well, good luck out there. Thanks for chatting with us, and hopefully I get to talk to you again at the end of this thing.
Looking forward to it. Hopefully, talk to you soon.
That's Reed Rundle in the 43 truck, restarting inside row number 4 there. He will be next to what I believe is the 18 of Downing, and that's a lap truck. So let's go to the front and watch our restart on a curve on old tires. And Blevins has no problems. A little slow on the take-up was Jonathan Scott. Spaulding and Durand have a little contact. We're going to go watch this 3 wide. Rundle's to the inside. And they might get all bottled up here. Durand slides behind Rundle. Oh, contact with a 51, and Durand will dump it to the inside. He cuts way down on the dog leg, and he'll be right there on the corner of the 43, but Rundle able to get the power down and pull away just a tiny bit. So Blevins, then Vinny, Rundle, Durand, and then side by side, Smith. That's Cody Smith, the 33, and Kevin Spaulding, the 25. Brock Bigelow is back in this thing. Barletta's right there. They're going to cut that dog leg, try to put Kevin Spaulding in a compromised spot up high. Blevins on a little older tires. He's about 8 laps, 9 laps, older tires than the trucks behind him. A good race manager, his kind of track. Vinny is going to force the power down, get the 64 truck up off the corner of turn 2, and he'll stay beside into turn 3, and now he'll have the lead back. Rundle is right there as well, and here comes Durand. He is just waiting for the door to open, and then he'll go after the two that are left in front of him if they all get by the 24. Hey, Randy Brunner, welcome to the show, buddy. Good to have you back. So Rundle cutting across the dog leg, chasing his teammate. He's got Justin Durand, your points leader, right behind him. And Durand needs to finish and stay right here within the top 3 of these guys, and he should be able to secure this championship. They're around Blevins. Here comes Bigelow. Bigelow's going to take a run at Blevins as well. He'll get alongside out of turn 2. Truck got real loose. He had to pedal it. Now have to fall back behind, so he'll stay 5th. .25 to go that time by. Laps are ticking away a little bit. Rundle with another brush of the fence out of turn 2. Vinny's still out front. Blevins still hanging on, but this time Barletta goes by as Barletta got around both Bigelow and Blevins. So Barletta now 1.6 seconds off the lead and in 4th place. Back here. Watch the 27 truck. Let's go on board. Cut this dog leg. He's been cutting it for a little while here. That camera angle does no justice to how rough it is to cut that dog leg. He'll still work alongside. No change to front 3, no change at 4th, and the gap has stayed the same there. It's just a battle here. At 5th and 6th, that's the 47 of Derek Bacorn, and Bacorn is 14th, 1 lap off of the lead, but he's looking pretty strong late in the going here. If he could catch a caution and get the lucky dog, he might be a contender for this thing. The top 3 doing what they did in the initial run. It's about 0.3 of a second between each truck, and they are kind of keeping the gap about 1.6 seconds to that 4th place truck. Barletta could get up here. He might be able to put some pressure on some guys. No word on the 79, unfortunately. I don't know where he's at tonight. That's a bit of sad commentary that second in the points could not make it in here to race tonight. So Durand said last week he was going to big picture race, but he was going to also try to go get a win. We'll see. Laps are starting to tick down pretty good. Vinny's on right sides only. Now, his left sides weren't that old, so it's not a huge advantage to have 4, but Durand gave up track position on pit road to get 4 tires. Go back here because Bigelow and Blevins, and they're going to be at 3 wide with the lap truck of Bacorn in there. Bacorn falls back behind again. That's Kevin Spaulding in 7th off to the right there. 13 trucks still on the lead lap. Stephen Pearson, the last of those, and he is here racing Gaxel, getting down into turn number 3, and your leaders are just now coming out of turn 2. Barletta started to charge into the 1.6 seconds. He had it down to 1.4 on the backstretch. Blevins and Bigelow were battling again, and they got it settled, and Blevins is going to hang on to that 5th spot, at least for the time being. Mackey is 8th. He spun on lap 1. He restarted 25th. We've gone about 80 laps, 84 laps since then, and it has taken him that long to get up to 8th. He is still 5 1/4 seconds off of the lead. Jonathan Scott, Todd Keir rounding out the top 10. They are a little ways behind. And Cody Smith is 11th right behind them. Let's go back up here. These three have not changed their positions. They've barely changed their distance between each other, but sneaking up behind them, the 81 of Barletta has got it down to under 1.2 seconds, and here goes the battle between the 30 and the 43 again. We watched this earlier, and they are going to go at it one more time. Arundel through the middle, has the momentum line, but the short way around, Durand had it. He'll cut that dog leg, and now he's half a truck length ahead getting into turn 2. They are reeling in the leader. Racing side by side, and they're still creeping in on Vinny. We'll come around. It'll be 12 to go. Slow truck got out of the way, letting these leaders race for it here. Barletta loves what he's seeing in front of him. Now he is going to have a shot to get into this thing. And the side by side is just letting Adam Vinny ease away. A hard pass for the 30 on the 43, and it's been that way all night long. Durand this time deep into turn 2. I think he's going to get the job done, and he'll move right in front of Vinny. This time it's 0.6 of a second. I'm sorry, that was Rundle. Rundle, as he did the last time, crossed right over. A little hot getting down into turn 3, and he had to whoa up and wait for the truck. And that's just letting Adam Vinny get away. Now Durand parks the bumper in front of the 43. 3/4, 0.8 of a second. He'll have 9 laps to try to chase down and pass Adam Vinny. He is going to make a victory lap out of it. Here comes Barletta. Caution, and that'll change the whole thing. The 33 truck of Cody Smith is going to run into issues. Oh, big slide out of turn 2. A little bit of nose damage. He'll get it whipped around, and he will join the back of the field, but that is going to set things up with just a few laps left. Vinny and Durand Vinny, Durand, Rundle, Barletta, Bigelow. Blevins, Mackey, Spalding, Keir, Scott, the top 10. Pearson, Gaxel, and then Cody Smith, who was on the lead lap, and he may stay there. She'll catch up to the guys going into pit road, but your top 5 stayed out. Now that cuts off somebody like Kyle Gomez, Brad Ebel from getting the wave around. And Derek Bacorn is going to be the lucky dog. Yeah, 47 truck will be the lucky dog. He'll be back on the lead lap with just a handful of laps to go. Now he has to start at the tail end of the field, but on the lead lap at the end of it, you got to complete all 100 laps. Oh, he was, okay, well, that's cool, Mr. McAvoy. Man, I'd be on vacation, too, if I could. Oh, yeah, it just was a few weeks ago. I want to go again, though. I'd like to live life on vacation. That would be awesome. So we should get one to go this time. Restart, and it would be about 5 to go when we get the restart. So 5 laps. We'll see how these guys handle that. All right, we're doubling them up. Gonna restart it. 5 to go. There's Brandon Mackey. Mackey's trying to slot himself restarting 7th. No, he's actually going to be scored 6 because that's the lap truck. Kyle Gomez up there. And I'm going to extend this caution as well because we have some drivers out of line back here. Not sure where they're supposed to start. Where's Greg Smith? Greg Smith, 19, a lap down. One of the unfortunate guys that got trapped a lap down during that first cycle. All right, so we cut another lap off of it. So we're going to have a 4-lap shootout. Pace cars out of the way. When we come out of turn 3, we'll get the restart. Vinny and Durand, and then Rundle and Barletta. And Barletta was the truck on the move right as the caution came out. Green flag, and Vinny got a good start. Durand is going to have to fight to stay second. And he pulls down in front of Rundle. Here comes Bigelow off of the dog leg, and Brock Bigelow now up to third. 3 wide coming out of turn number 2. Barletta into the fence, and he and Blevins get together, and a big mess behind. Well, let's go up here and get up behind this because Barletta was up top, got the fence, and then a little net code actually collected Blevins, and then Keir gets out of it. So we're going to go to overtime. All right. That is going to set us up for a little overtime, I think. So we're still single file. So, yeah, we will have green, white, checker. Trying to see who our wave around truck was going to be. I thought it was going to be Kyle Gomez. Todd Cleek is on the outside. He may be. Here, Michael Everett, one could be our lucky dog. And here comes the 8 truck. Is he going to pass everybody? And he is going to do it. He'll take the wave around 14th and back onto the lead lap as we're doubled up. We'll have a green, white checker finish, a little overtime action to wrap things up this season. Pace car off the racing surface. Midwest Truck Series overtime. Can Adam Vinny get another rocket start like he did last time? Can Duran time it up and get going with him? Into the start zone. Green flag back in the air. Good push from the 43 to the 64. And that'll put the 43 side by side with the 30. Here comes Mackey. Mackey may try to steal the whole thing. Cars going around. Looks like everybody saved him. Wow, great driving. Rundle and company all made contact. Now we're sideways. Caution coming out this time. And there goes the 43. Unfortunately, we're going to go back and we're going to take a look what happened back here. We're going to go back a little further than that, but oh, yeah. Everybody trying to get back in a racing groove, and then I want to go up here and I want to see what happened to the 43 of Reed Rundle, because he got a bump there. That got him out of shape. But if we go back a little bit, let's watch what happened way back here at the start. Oh, a little lift, and Blevins didn't quite get on the brakes enough. Got in the back of him. Great save by Reed Rundle. And then he got tapped again by Gaxel. Gaxel 7th. One of the few trucks remaining on the lead lap. Bacorn is in for tires. See who our wave around is. It could be Kamba. He's up on the outside like he's going to take that wave around. And that'll put Ryan Kamba 15th place back on the lead lap. So we're going to do it again, and we're going to go overtime. Beards, Wisconsin. What's up, Bubba? So Vinny Durand 1-2. They started 1-2. Mackey Bigelow, Barletta Rundle, Gaxel, Spalding Pearson, and Cody Smith. Top 10 right now. Then Everett, Blevins, Scott, Kamba, Bacorn. Through 15th. That's the lead lap trucks. Gomez, Ebel, Jordan, Chavez, Greg Smith, Todd Keir. Looks like he might be done for the evening in 22nd. And everybody after that, except for Coy Callis. Coy Callis is going to pick up a spot here. He's going to go from 23rd to 22nd. as he is the last remaining running truck, and he is 5 laps down. Back there, 22nd. 5 laps down, but gutting it out. He had problems. I think he was the 2nd or 3rd caution this evening. Got into the fence, got into the truck beside him. Or maybe it was vice versa. The truck beside him got in the fence, got into him. But we're ready to do it again. More overtime. Can't get enough. They don't want the season to end, and I understand that. About to be in the start zone again. Can Durand get a good start here? Vinny on it. Locked it in again. This time he might have a bit of a challenge because Mackey cut the dog leg, and Vinny was going to go down and try to close that entrance back to the racetrack. Mackey giving him the business, got a little bit into the left rear corner. We're coming around to get the white, and Mackey is there. Mackey spun on the very first lap of the race, and he has fought all the way back, and now he has the lead. Going through turn 2 and up the backstretch. From spinning it to winning it, can he hang on and finish? Vinny looks like he'll solidly be in 2nd. He shoots it to the outside off the fence. Mackey wins it. Vinny 2nd. Durand 3rd. Bigelow and Barletta 4 and 5. Some extracurriculars afterwards. A lot of extracurriculars afterwards. But Mackey's going to pick it up for the win. Durand is going to hang on for 3rd, and I am positive that he is your Season 6 champion. And we'll wait for the drivers to get around here. And we'll start trying to drag these guys. There's Durand into the room already. And we're going to put Mr. Vinny into the room. And we're going to wait for Mr. Mackey because we're not going to say a whole lot here. We're just, we're going to try to not invite animosity. And we're good about that here. Let's see if we can get down here and get a good look. There we go. Let's grab Justin Durand and get him into the channel. Hey, champ, you there?
Yes, sir.
Well, a 3rd place finish, and I'm sure you wanted the victory lap, but things got a little weird in the pit stop exchange, and it was just really hard to recover. Tell me what was going on there. I know it was a short run, but the last restarts, it just looked like the 30 truck just didn't get going very good.
Well, this track is just so dominant on the inside line with the restarts. Just kind of the launch angle you kind of get. So I wasn't even expecting to beat them there. Yeah, you take a 3rd most time. It's just super disappointing when you're really fast in the long run and you come out in front of the pit cycle and we continuously get lap cars causing wrecks during yellow or during green flag pit cycle. So that crap is pretty bad. I think it's 3 straight races now we've had that. So that is honestly very disappointing to see from the field.
Well, sometimes in racing you get the bear and sometimes the bear gets you. But overall, a fantastic season, man. You are the truck to beat week in, week out. Just not every week did you finish on top of the podium this season. But looking back, overall grade for the season.
I mean, you win the championship, it's got to be an A.
I like it.
3 wins, very, very good year. So I'm satisfied with that debut season. We'll see. We just can carry the momentum to the next season. Hopefully, keep the crown over here.
Well, it's I believe, and I don't know if I'm stepping out of bounds here or not, but I believe that's 4 straight seasons with a different name at the top. So you're adding to what has become a very diverse and competitive league. I know you said talking about momentum and trying to keep that over there, but you got a whole lot of hungry hounds in this league.
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit of target my back for next season. I mean, parity is always a good sign, so hopefully we can keep that going. Just let's keep the number 1 on the standings the same.
Well, an awesome job, man. I would love to talk to you a little bit more, but we got to get through the rest of these guys. I was hoping to talk to you very last in this deal, but give me some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you get out of here tonight and go grab the big hardware.
Just thanking everybody here in the Midwest Truck Series. I know a little frustrated with the lap car stuff tonight, but overall good year. So hopefully we can keep growing next season very well, or even better for us. And then also to SecureALift Boat Lift Restraint Systems for sponsoring the league. So we appreciate their support. Glad to see them returning for next season. It's always a great sign. And then you and the Dirt Racing Network for broadcast this all season long. Hopefully it's a lot of viewers had a good time watching us.
All right, my man. Congrats on a 3rd tonight. Congrats on the championship. And I will look forward to seeing you back next season.
Thanks, Roger.
That is Justin Duran, your 3rd place finisher and your series champion. And we'll move on to a guy with a clean truck until the very end, and now the left front is all bent up, but he's given the guys in the shop job security, and I'm sure they're happy about that. But a 2nd place finish tonight to round things out, Adam Vinny. A great truck. At the end, restarts, and sometimes restarts get hectic. Tell us about that last one.
Very great truck. But yeah, everything's great. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I love it.
No, just
Absolutely love it.
no, just I'm severely irritated, but I'll try and keep this PG. But yeah, no, overall, fantastic truck. I thought we were gonna have it there at the end. I had my teammate behind me with the restarts. I was still pretty confident with him behind. And, well, y'all seen what happened to him and almost what happened to me.
It looked like that last restart, and a whole lot of guys made a whole lot of aggressive moves. You got to kind of expect that when you're that close to the end of a race, especially at the end of the season, and guys that hadn't won all season, right?
Yeah, I mean, if we're racing for $1 million, we're out here supposed to be having fun and fun, clean racing. That definitely was not the case at the end here. I'm pretty used to that. Somebody else would do that constantly to me. So I really shouldn't be shocked or surprised.
Well, an awesome job this season, man. You're going to come home 2nd in the points. Give me a grade for the season for Adam Vinny.
A+ for the first half. And then this last month, probably like a D-. We just kept getting into crap. I got walled one time by somebody, and then the others just got caught up in other people's messes. So yeah, not good at the end. That's what cost us for sure. But yeah, I mean, overall, probably like a C+, including this last month and tonight.
Well, at least it's not a failing grade, and I probably would have given you maybe a strong B, personally, but because I know the struggles that you and your teammate went through for about 3 straight weeks there. So, awesome job, man! Awesome job for the season, awesome job for the night. A 2nd place finish. Shout outs, thank yous, and I'm going to let you go celebrate.
Yeah, thank you to everybody showing up week in and week out, and SecureALift. Can't wait to have them on the truck next season. Got a paint basically ready, gonna flip around some colors. But yeah, I mean, thank you to the Dirt Racing Network, you Roger, as always. Always love you. You're good chat with. Man, just who's on the truck? Beard Wisconsin, Next Level Litigation, Wabam, my teammate Reed Rundell, everybody that watches of what we love to do, and all the continued support through even through the heartaches. I appreciate everybody out there.
All right, man. Awesome job. I can't wait to see you Monday night over at DSRL's Round 4 race. So Thanks for chatting with us, and I'll see you over there.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. Y'all have a good evening, and R.I.P. Kyle Busch. Love you.
Adam Vinny, everybody, finishes second here tonight in the race and second in the points. And now he spins it, and he still wins it. Brandon Mackey, a long carve through the field, but you got it done tonight.
Yeah, it was a lot of work, Roger. Honestly, I'm a little sweaty over here, to be frank with you, but I had to come through the field actually twice because I finally pitted on that long green flag run and got caught a lap down, so I had to take the wave around and pass all the lap down cars. But I saved a set of tires and worked out for me. Coming to that last restart, I was able to work up to third and have a good run at it, and a lot of fun fighting for that win there. As nothing but fun with the guys, beating doors a little bit and everybody trying to get the win in the season finale.
Well, I wanted to ask you the last restart, and you get down there and you get into turn 2, and late race restart, everybody wants to win. Little bump on the left rear corner. Were you just trying to rattle his cage?
I have to go back and look at it. I don't know if I came up. I felt like I was holding my line, and he kind of was drifting down to try and cut the corner. But, it was just, I had fresh tires and trying to make it stick, put it in there and stick. And, I felt like I was there and had enough turn to get the truck around. And like I said, one of those close ones where you're just trying to make it fit when you got the advantage with the tires, especially here, it's a really big advantage. So, just racing hard and nothing but respect. We all want to win and just have fun racing with these guys. It's always a good time.
Well, awesome job tonight, man. You ended the season on top of the podium. Shout me out a few people, and let's get you out of here tonight.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to thank you, Roger, for the whole season of being here and broadcasting for us and giving everybody here that's watching a chance to watch what we do. It's a lot of fun. So, I want to thank all of our sponsors. Obviously, first of all, the Midwest Truck Series, everything that goes on behind the scenes to make this happen for us it's a great time. And like I said, enjoy being a part of it. SecureALift boat restraints systems, being a big sponsor for our league this season. Like I said, just letting us do what we want to do. And then, like I said, thank you again, Roger, and the Dirt Racing Network for broadcasting this for us and giving us a platform to do what we like to do.
All right, man. Congrats on the win. We'll see if you can keep that momentum over the long break and bring it back next season, kick things off, and maybe make it, I believe, 5 straight seasons with a different name on the championship trophy.
It is. That's the plan next season. I've been up there the last couple seasons and just got to find a way to put a whole season together, and we'll see if we're battling for it when we get back to the end of the season next year.
All right, man. Congrats again, and I will see you Monday night.
All right, sounds good, Roger. Hopefully we're talking to you again Monday like this.
All right, that is Brandon Mackey in the 99 truck picking up the win here to close the season out. What a season. I'm going to give all the drivers a pretty decent grade. I don't think the racing overall was bad at all this season over here. I think it was very competitive. There's a lot of really good guys that compete over here on a nightly basis, and it's a couple of full handfuls that have an honest chance to win races. Those middle of pit cycle cautions that we heard Durant talking about, that's the great equalizer, the game changer. I love green flag pit stops, personally. I would love to watch guys do green flag pit stops every single night and every single race, because anything can happen. You can make a mistake and cost yourself a problem. Somebody could do what we did see here, have an issue on track and bring out a caution, and it's a game changer. And so that kind of levels the playing field as well. So I'm a big fan of the green flag pit stop. But an awesome season for these guys. I'm going to give them probably a solid B- for the whole season. And I think that's pretty fair. But I can't wait to see what they do next season. I know there's some changes coming to the series. So, we'll see if it's a drastic improvement, a slight improvement, or there's always the other side of that coin. I just don't think that's going to happen for these guys. Too strong. Got too many good drivers. Hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you, because it was a lot of fun, and it was interesting to see what was going to happen coming right down to the wire, especially with a couple of overtimes. But Justin Duran picking up the title here in season number 6. Want to thank y'all for being here. Without you, there's no reason to do it. Without all the awesome leagues giving us fantastic racing each and every night, there is nothing to cover. So high five, a pat on the back to everybody on both sides of the coin there. Come back and see us on Monday and Tuesday next week. Cheer loud. DSRO goes truck and O'Reilly car racing. Let us know you're here. Say hi in the chat. But until we do see you, peace and love to everybody.